Here, we are talking about Russia. A British spy aircraft that was flying over international waters near the Black Sea suddenly found itself facing something extremely dangerous. Here enters Russia. Yes, Russian fighter jets. And according to Britain's Ministry of Defense, the encounters became so aggressive that one Russian aircraft reportedly flew very close, rather close enough to trigger the British plane's emergency system. In fact, at one point, a Russian Su-35 came so close that RAF aircraft's autopilot reportedly disengaged automatically. Can you imagine the tension inside that cockpit here? An unarmed surveillance plane, Russian fighter jets flying aggressively nearby, high speed passes only meters away. One mistake, one miscalculation, and the entire situation could have exploded into an international crisis. Here, the UK says another Russian Su-27 conducted 6 rapid passes directly in front of the British aircraft, buzzing dangerously close to its nose. Well, London has now officially condemned the behavior as reckless and unacceptable. And this matters because these encounters, they are becoming increasingly frequent. The Black Sea region, it has turned into one of the world's most dangerous aerial flashpoints since the Russian-Ukraine war began. In fact, NATO aircraft regularly patrol that area. Russian jets regularly intercept them, and every encounter, it carries a lot of risk. And wait, history shows how quickly accidents can escalate between nuclear powers, right? British officials, they are now warning that Moscow's aerial brinkmanship, it could eventually trigger catastrophic consequences. Yet, Russia appears equally determined to show NATO that it will aggressively defend what it sees as its strategic zone of influence. The bigger picture here that is deeply worrying. Because while the whole world focuses heavily on West Asia, tension between Russia and NATO are quietly remaining extremely dangerous in the backdrop. And yes, speaking of Iran, a chilling new warning from inside the Iranian military establishment is now causing a lot of concern inside America's defense circle. Well, Iran is now openly hinting that the world has not yet seen its most dangerous weapon. That particular warning, it reportedly came from an Iranian military source speaking to Russian state media. According to the claims, Tehran possesses advanced domestically produced weapon systems that have never been used or seen in combat before. And the message here, that was direct. If America or Israel attacks again, Iran says it will respond without any restraint here. Can you think about how carefully these words are actually chosen? Without restraint, that's what he said. That is not an ordinary military language. That is psychological warfare. Iran is basically trying to create uncertainty, fear, and strategic hesitation inside Washington and Tel Aviv. Because let's be honest, in modern conflict, unpredictability itself, that becomes a weapon. The Iranian sources reportedly claim that the country faces no shortage in missiles, drones, or even defense capabilities. Tehran also hinted that hidden or undisclosed system could appear in future clashes. Whether every claim is though fully accurate or not, you just understand the psychology behind that. American military planners, they already know that Iran has heavily invested in asymmetric warfare, and that too for years. Now, instead of matching American warplane for plane or ship for ship, Iran focused on missiles, drones, underground facilities, and proxy networks spread across the region. And this strategy, it allows Tehran to threaten stronger militaries indirectly while avoiding any conventional weakness here. And you know what? This is exactly why the US military bases across the whole West Asia remains nervous. Thousands of American troops are stationed in Iraq, Syria, Bahrain, Qatar, and nearby region, all potentially within range of Iranian missile systems or allied militia. The fear that is no longer just about one direct strike. It is about escalation spreading rapidly through major front, and that too all at once. And while tensions rise in West Asia, another very dangerous military confrontation is now unfolding much closer to Europe.